Hello, and welcome to another episode of Tea Time with Eddie. So I'm chilling in my backyard right now, and I'm going through quite an amazing transformation at the moment. And it's not something that I'm unfamiliar with. It's not as if all of a sudden I feel this unexplainable wave of manifestation coming over me. Actually, there is a certain familiarity with my transformation that is occurring right now. I have gotten a glimpse of these kinds of manifestations throughout my life. And I feel right now this possibility of a slightly greater level of manifestation. And it's really cool. It's really cool. I think it's coming at a rather auspicious time. I'm 35 years old right now, and Buddha Shakyamuni, he manifested perfect to complete enlightenment at 36. And I do feel like, and I will be turning 36 in less than a month away from now. So I think that is pretty cool. So anyways, as I was stating, so that's happening, and what is a particular kind of sign of this occurring, or the sign of the sort of progression occurring, is something that I would like to convey in a particular way that may be of some benefit. So as I have commenced actions throughout my life, and as I have noticed and observed the actions of my human brothers and sisters in particular, but also the actions of other sentient beings, there has been this tendency to, of course, seek happiness and avoid suffering. And I think one way to sort of quantify this particular kind of pursuit is to seek gratification and relief from tension. And this is something that I've done quite a bit throughout my life, and I think we can all testify to doing this in this particular kind of word phrasing. But what I'm noticing right now is that I'm feeling pretty satisfied with the methods that I've been using up to this point to relieve certain kinds of tensions within my mind and body. And I find myself refraining slightly from using these methods at this time. And what that entails is suddenly a certain kind of like heightened sort of energy manifestation that has quite a bit of power to it. And what needs to happen is to make sure that my motivation is pure with this energy manifestation. And that's, like if you have the right motivation, if you have the experiential knowledge and reasoning of what it is to feel relief from tension and have awareness of that, what can then occur is an ability to sort of abide on a slightly higher energy level, where stimulations or where certain kinds of internal mechanisms of awareness suddenly don't have this condition of being seen as something that you have to avoid or something that you have to sort of shy away from. And that does seem to be occurring to a certain extent. I feel as well that the possibility of me sort of exhibiting these particular signs and marks can be done to a certain extent within mutual awareness between my human brothers and sisters in particular, but it is a sort of delicate kind of balance. What is important is to acknowledge the things that you do, that you make a solid, genuine effort of contribution towards, and really rejoice in the effort that you make. That's very important. And then, when you naturally come across interactions on the path that happen in a sort of way where it's not like a planned out creation of, a meticulous sort of mandala. When you come across actions such as that, then what is important is to have a lightness about yourself. Have an observance about what is transpiring. Be communicative. And be communicative about what you're being aware of. And state that to the person or the being in whatever capacity you wish to, and share your meditative state. Yeah. So, develop experiential reasoning of the experience of relief of tension, and then eventually have confidence in that tension can be experienced without necessarily employing these methods when you have a deep enough confidence in the ability to abide within it. And then that will result in a higher energy level, which you can employ to really rejoice in the actions you make a conscious effort to contribute towards. And then also to really be able to extend your awareness to other beings that you encounter naturally on the path. Thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Tea Time with Eddie. If you have any particular questions about what I talk about in these particular episodes, please feel free to ask. There's a lot that can be said about all of these things. I study Buddhist psychology 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's not necessarily localized to a religion. It's just the study of reality versus appearance, essentially. So yeah, feel free to ask anytime, of course. Thank you very much and have a good day.